causing a commotion?
Who's that?
It's Stevie in motion.
Hurry
You
up!
better make haste, there's no time to waste. It's
Stevie!
in motion. Good morning. Look, it's beautiful today. Finally, I didn't think I was ever going to see a nice day in Edmonton again, but a good start to my day. So like usual, I have a list of all the things that I want to do today, so I'm trying to figure what should I start first. I've got a question of the day for you. Here it is. I got a job offer to work in the radio industry. I'd work with the microphones and stuff. I'm not exactly sure what it entails, but the thing is to get into our industry, you have to do some free volunteer work, but this would give me an opportunity to work and make money and get experience at the same time, and so I wouldn't have to start at the volunteering phase, at least for working in radio. The problem with this is that the radio station is on the other side of town and it'll take me quite a while to bus there, so I have to decide if it's worth it. You know, I could probably just go work at a restaurant, but the thing is I won't be getting the experience I need, so I don't know, should I do it? See, a bit of a conflict I was having was that I need to get some volunteer experience in the industry, and I also need to get a job and make money. But this gives me an opportunity to do both, so maybe it would be worth it. But I know that both Brent and Keeper work in the television industry, so maybe you guys should tell me, is this a good idea for me to take this job, or a bad idea? Since it's such a nice day, I thought I should go shopping today for food instead of waiting until a cruddy day to go. I don't really need too much stuff, but it'll be a little easier to carry that way, I guess. And I don't have quite enough to make it through the week, so here I am going again. Hopefully today it'll be a lot faster than last time. Now that I know where I'm going, I won't end up on the wrong side of town like like last week when I went shopping. It was a lot quicker getting here today because the bus didn't take me on a tour around town. So maybe you remember that a week or two ago I had my SpongeBob noodles. I was so excited. Well, I thought, why not continue the tradition? Look at all this good stuff I got. Spider-Man, Dora the Explorer. Let's just ignore that one. Okay, let's try that again. Disney Princess? Yeah, man, I got like all the good stuff. They were all the same price, so I thought, why stick with regular Alphagetti when I can mix it up a bit with some fun shapes? I've done so much thinking during this shopping trip, so I'm sorry to put you through this, but I've got quite a bit to tell you. This is what I'm thinking about. Before I moved out of my parents' house, I had certain views on things, and after I moved out, and then when I moved out again and came to Edmonton, my views on things have really been drastically changing, and it's for the better. I really like what I'm finding. My thoughts toward life previously was that life was a battlefield. I was kind of afraid of it. It's going to be a lot of work to be successful in life, and it's going to be scary and tough, and I felt like I was incapable of doing it. But now, I think that is so wrong. I was so wrong before, and I can't believe that's what I thought my whole life. Life isn't a battlefield. It's a playground. It's fun, and you're just there to run around and have a good time. Sometimes you're gonna trip and scrape your knee or get into a fight with another kid, but generally, just have a good time with it. That's the point. Life is not nearly as scary or hard as I thought it was. At least with my experiences so far. My wimpy arm was getting tired, so I put you down so that I could chat with you more comfortably. I've been doing a lot of thinking on how to be happy and what I think I need to do to be happy, and what even being happy means. Everybody strives to be happy, but actually being happy, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Because nobody walks around happy all the time. That doesn't make sense. You're not going to wake up one day and say, oh, I'm happy now. So when people pursue happiness without actually thinking what it means, it doesn't really make sense. What does make sense is to pursue contentment, because you can generally be content and happy with your life, but you're still going to feel a full range of emotions on a daily basis. You're not going to have a smile plastered to your face 94/7. I mean, what? 24/7. So what I've been reading about happiness is that everyone has like a baseline level of happiness. So if something good happens to them, their happiness level will go up. If something bad happens to them, their level of happiness will go down. But it'll always eventually come back to that baseline spot. The thing is, different people have different baseline spots of happiness. So Susie might be this happy on a normal day, but Joe might be this happy on a normal day. So kind of the goal of being happy is to get your baseline neutral spot as high up on the scale as you can, and then you'll be as content as possible throughout most of your life. So what do I need to do to increase where I am on the scale? I personally think that I'm already pretty high on the scale, but there definitely is room for improvement. So I think what makes people happy, or however you want to put it, is different for different people. And I've been thinking, what about me? What will make me happy? And what I've realized is that money is definitely not one of these things. I read a study that said that they followed people who won the lottery, like a huge amount of money, and a year later, they went back to their baseline level of happiness. It didn't really make a difference. I know for me that money is not one of my goals, and that's why I went into the television industry. It's possible that I could make money at it, but I'm not expecting to be a rich guy, and that's not really my goal, because I just don't think that will make me happy. I think what a lot of people pursue for happiness is achievement. They want to do this, and then they'll be happy, or do this great thing, and then they'll be happy. And honestly, I don't think achievement brings happiness either. I mean, I'll work really hard towards something, and when I achieve it, it feels great. But then the feeling goes away, and I want to pursue something else and achieve something else. I mean, once you have your achievement, it's gone, and then what do you do next? And I'm always proud of the things that I've achieved. It's not like I'm going to lay around doing nothing, but I don't really think that pursuing a life of achievement, whether it be in career or fame or anything, I don't think that that's going to make me happy either. So what do I think will make me happy? I think that having meaningful, positive relationships and friendships, number one, is the most important thing. Just going through life and have people supporting you and believing you and building you up, and the same goes from me to them. That's what I want. I want to have a good group of people that I can count on and I can enjoy life with, whether it be my family, my friends, or a romantic relationship. Those are number one important to me. And I think the second thing I need to be happy is passion in my life. Because when I have something I'm passionate about, I love it. And it's different than achievement, because it's something that I can enjoy doing. It doesn't matter whether I'm successful or not at this passion, I just love doing it. Right now, my passion is videoing, like making my comedy sketches, making my vlogs, all this YouTube stuff. I just love it so much. It's so much fun, and it's something that I plan on continuing doing for a really long time. And it doesn't matter if I become a big YouTube star one day. I mean, if that happened, I wouldn't complain, but that's not really my goal anymore. I just love to do it, and I'll continue to do it as long as the option is available to me. And the third thing that I need to be happy, and this is the smallest one out of the three, is that I need to have a job that I can enjoy sometimes. Like, since I've been going to NAIT and I actually enjoy going to school, it just makes every day better than what I experienced in high school or this past year working. Because there was not a day that I've woken up and been like, oh, I don't want to go to school at all. Because I really enjoy it. And that's why I went into something that was related to my passion, so they can work together as a team. And the fourth thing I think I need to make me happy is just a physically healthy body so that I can go and enjoy life. If I was stuck and I couldn't move, that would be a bummer. But I mean, I would deal with it if it happened, and I think I could still be happy, but I think having a healthy body is pretty important to happiness for me right now. So that's it. That's what I need to be happy. And so for the first time ever, I'm going to ask you a second question of the day. What do you think you need in your life to be happy? Thanks for the chat. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, when I was at the supermarket, this dude was complimenting my crazy shirt. And then I was like, oh, my mom picked it out for me. And then he got so excited, and he started telling me how his mom always picks really bad clothes for him. And, like, suspenders and stuff. Like he was saying it was clothes for if he was 90 years old, living in the 80s. I was just making myself some quick dinner, and then I heard the biggest fart ever. And I was like, huh? I have no roommates here. And then I found the guilty culprit. His little eyes looking at me. It was the biggest dog fart I ever heard. I think she knows that she's guilty. I did just give her some jerky as a treat, so maybe it's my fault. This time I made some potato soup, and it is pretty good. Not quite as good as the cream of broccoli soup I had before, but this stuff was super cheap. Like, it was ridiculous, so I bought like a bunch of them, man. Why not, man? You can either go out and spend $20 on a meal, or you can have a meal for $1! Not quite as fancy though, but it'll do for now. Talk to you in the morning. Good night.